So Brand Collective is one of Australia's leading footwear and clothing companies. We operate a portfolio of brands including Julius Marlowe, Clarks, Hush Puppies and Grosby, fashion brands such as Superdry, Elwood and Elka Collective. We're an omni-channel business, so we've got 2,000 wholesale customers, about 120 retail stores, and we operate about 15 e-commerce stores as well.
So we have a total of 90 people that we employ. We receipt approximately 25 containers a day. We complete between 2,000 and 4,000 orders a day. That comprises of between 25,000 and 35,000 units. We store approximately 48,000 different SKUs in this warehouse with a total of 1.8 million units on hand at any given time.
We reached out to I think about 4 or 5 different vendors. For us and for our business, Microlistics scored the highest on a balanced scorecard of measures.
The system allows us to change things on the fly through a switch or through a configuration. Second thing would be support. The Microlistics support is based here in Australia. Unlike some other competitors that were chasing the sun around the world, it gives us the ability for their support team to understand our business, know our business, and when we call with an issue, it's dealt with straight away. Third thing, and lastly, was price. Their price is very competitive against the market, and those were the key reasons why we chose Microlistics.
Yeah, one of the challenges for us is just the multifaceted nature of our operations, and the fact we've got so many different brands and customers to service from one place. We've got a constant program of work in our DC generally to focus on doing the simple things better, and the WMS is at the heart of pretty much everything we want to do to improve process.
Once a PO is completed on the factory floor, our suppliers are able to go into the Microlistics web portal. They print the labels for that purchase order, and then they apply the correct label to the correct carton. When the stock arrives here at our DC, our receiving team are able to simply scan the carton, and the system knows what SKU and the quantity that's in each carton, and it gives us accurate records.
Our previous warehouse management system was a AS400 system, and it was just hopeless for getting any sort of information or data out of. What I've found most useful about Microlistics from my perspective, managing whole of business and information generally, is we've been able to extract information, detailed information out of the system that just wasn't possible with our old warehouse management system, and been able to use that as a basis for provocating ideas around how we can improve efficiency and labour productivity generally.
We have approximately 40 different tasks that are set up in the Microlistics system for our picking. This allows us to reduce pick pass, so it takes less time to pick an order, and it also gives us the ability to be agile and nimble and change to our demands from our customers. And it's simply by clicking a button on the RF gun to change from one task to the other so that we can really allocate resources accordingly. By having greater visibility, we can measure all our due dates. Everything that we do in this warehouse is geared around the due date. That due date is the date that the goods or that order has to leave the warehouse in order to meet our customer's delivery window. And now that we've got great visibility of that, our DIFI has gone through the roof. The opportunities going forward within the DC or within supply chains all about robotics and automation. Microlistics have been real proactive on that front. They've introduced us to many technology partners that will meet our needs going forward into the future.
So it's really important from our perspective to do business with people that are personable and relatable, and that's certainly our experience with the Microlistics team.
The Microlistics team have been great to deal with. They've taken a real proactive approach to our business. I would highly recommend them to anyone else that's out there looking for a WMS service provider.